This is what one of the sites that's open looks like. Cars are turning around behind us and going back the other way. Battery's at 12.2. What we're trying to do is teach those of you that are new to this. We had a local that told us about it, said not very many people know about it.
But they had the same effect.
They have the same effect.
But I'm scared as heck.
It's gonna pass through a lot of those keys.
We get this far, but now it's time for us to stay.
They give you a lot of food. We came down to what's called Casperson Beach. A really, really unique and cool looking beach from what we've seen so far.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling. This heavy load got under your skin, calling. You got the white knuckles.
We're here. Sharky's at the pier.
Keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for a collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive.
Neat little iridescent shell thing.
Shell, yeah.
Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right. Moments pass, make this one count.
This is what one of the sites that's open looks like. You have 30 and 50 amp water hookup back here. You get a clothesline and a picnic table. Place for a fire. So that was site 9 and this is site 10.
There is a gate with an access code for this park. The gate closes at sunset up until 8 a.m. So I guess that's kind of nice to know, a little bit of security.
Site number 14 is a really nice looking site, and that backs up to the South Creek. There are alligators in this park, so imagine you'd be more apt of having them in your backyard with these sites right here. Well, good morning. Well, today's one of the biggest days we've been waiting for since we got to Florida. We're heading to the Florida Keys. It's been 2 years since we've been there, and we really loved it there. And we're excited to spend some more time there and see some things that we didn't see last time, hopefully.
You guys.
You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for a collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out.
Well, this always puts a halt to things. I hope it's not an accident.
I think it might be. There's been a couple ambulances go by.
Cars are turning around behind us and going back the other way. Don't think we can do it. See, if we had a van, we could turn around and go back the other way really easy. True story. I don't see anywhere that we can really turn around with this. It's a ditch. Van go right through that ditch.
Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm in despair.
said $378 on the sign, but our discount's $348 supposed to be?
$340.
$340?
Mm-hmm.
You need to go wee-wee all the way home?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the keys.
Thanks.
Now it's time for these little piggies to go wee-wee-wee all the way to the keys. Right? Don't leave me hanging. 2 years ago with Vinny, we were in this same exact spot.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it's been 2 years already.
I know.
We pulled around so that the door is facing out this way, because on the other side has a bunch of bushes and kind of creepy where somebody could hide behind the bushes. We turned it around so that our door would be facing out this way. Popped open a couple windows so we can get some air circulation going all the way through. It feels nice outside right now. It's supposed to get down to 59 here. Always leave a little room behind us so nobody can park behind us. And if somebody were to come and be ornery and pull in front of us so that we can't go forward, well, I can still back up so that I can turn and get around them in the morning. Quite a few people stayed here last night. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vans. A couple people over here. We're going to try to go in here, Cracker Barrel. Michelle wants to go in Cracker Barrel for breakfast. And then we're going to head over to Sunshine RV Resort. It was 68 and 69 inside, and the heat has not kicked on yet. I just went ahead and closed the windows and kicked the heat on just to warm it up a little bit, but it was absolutely perfect temperatures for sleeping. Now, if we were going to have to stay somewhere overnight where we were going to need to have air conditioning, then I would just probably run to the store and just get the generator. I hate to be forced to get just whatever's available on the shelf, so I like to have a dual power. And then I would just like make room. I would kind of force us to get one. Temperatures up to 70 and 69. Batteries at 12.2. So the battery's at 12.2 because we had the inverter on last night that runs the projector, TV, all that, the Bose sound system, and we were watching TV for quite a while last night, and actually it stayed at 12.5 the entire time. But so that's I was trying to think of what else we had running. Lights, you know, the pump, the water pump, different things throughout the night. Usually do pretty good for one night on the 2 6-volt batteries. I don't want anybody to insinuate what we're trying to do by talking about running off of the 2 6-volt batteries and, you know, not having a generator and all that. We're not trying to tell people that you don't need it. What we're trying to do is teach those of you that are new to this, that are scared to go out there, not sure, or avoiding staying one night overnight before they do have a generator. You can do it. Gonna put the steps up and pull off the blocks, and we're ready. Hey, you ready to go?
Doesn't matter, weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around for brighter light and firmer ground. When you believe in me, love is gonna set me free.
Just like you do during Christmas time, play your Christmas music while you're traveling. We've got Jimmy Buffett playing on the Sirius XM, kind of setting the mood for the Keys.
Used to be anonymous.
half on one side here on the driver's side. So I'm going to throw a couple Anderson blocks down. Now I'm just going to pull up just a little bit and we'll be level. Except for putting the front jack down, that'll level the front and back. All unhooked. That took about 5 minutes to level it, get the front jack down, and disconnect the hitch. We got here pretty good time today. We're here at 11 o'clock. That helped to drive part of the way down and stay at the Cracker Barrel. That way we only had less than a 2-hour drive here. Stopped here to get fuel. When you're coming through to Key West, get on Gas Buddy and look and see what the prices are. Nothing here that we can use our TSD card for. So we use Gas Buddies because a lot of the places right now were over $4 a gallon. We found $3.48. Michelle found one. She found $3.44, but we came up to it and there was an entrance to the naval base, so we couldn't go there. But we found $3.48 here at a Circle K. So do your research and make sure you use Gas Buddy. And no, we're not affiliates. Okay, we found a secret spot to park for free. It's on Margaret Street between, between Southard Street and Carey Lane. This whole street has a few areas. Some of them are marked on one side of the street for residents. If you're not familiar with Key West, a lot of them are marked for residents only. Sometimes you'll see them on the pavement and sometimes they're on signs. There was one spot left. We ran into a lady.
And that we fit.
Right. It was a little tricky getting in there, parallel parking with that thing, but we had a local that told us about it, said not very many people know about it. So.
But I think a lot of people do because it's packed.
Yeah, because there was only one left.
I think we told people about the hotel parking for $20 2 years ago, and that's why everybody went, and now they increased the prices.
I mean, we probably got a few people mad at us now, not realizing they increased it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a few blocks here to go. We're gonna stop at this place where we got one of our favorite margaritas last time. It was a coconut margarita.
If they have it.
Called Lucy's. And no, Ricky does not make the margarita. We'll see, you know.
This is not fair. They're using smaller glasses than last time.
That's why we get two. Cheers. They might not have tasted the same.
But they had the same effect.
They have the same effect.
Just so you know, it doesn't take a larger one for the same effect.
Oh my goodness. That was creepy.
We need to find food somewhere.
Food? It's only after 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's true. Oh, somebody's getting married over there. Well, I mean, their picture.
We're gonna go meet Mike and Bernie from Chasing Our Dreams on Instagram. We're gonna go meet them for supper, and tomorrow we're gonna go kayaking. It's gonna be our first time,
yeah.
So
don't laugh.
Oh no, you're gonna get a good laugh. I'm sure it's sure to come. We're gonna do some kayaking today. First time ever that we've ever kayaked. We're gonna take a guided tour. That way we have help if we fall out. We love seeing all the grandparents having their grandkids with them in places like this.
So fun.
It looks very fun. We would love nothing more to have our grandkids with us. We hope someday.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad will let them come with us. We would love that.
Hey.
You guys nervous?
We've been flipped before canoes.
You've been flipped?
Have you really?
Oh, yeah.
And
Really?
a canoe. And a canoe, yeah.
Kayak. Canoes are a little bit different. They're a little...
Kayaks, we have a broader base.
Yeah.
Canoes are like, like this.
Yeah.
So,
I've only been in a canoe
Well,
once.
perfect. I got a broader base too. Catch paddle.
My name's Aaliyah. I'm going to be your tour guide today. That's my co-captain Copper. She's going to be coming along with us. I like to start off my speech by saying this is a guided tour, okay? I'm going to... Right, tell them.
I am not gonna lie, I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. Howdy, neighbors.
Howdy.
easy. You about cold clock.
Oh, well,
This is quite new to me, and I hope you understand that I am not quite ready, but I think that soon I am. I know I like it, this thing, the way that you amaze me, but I'm scared as hell.
It's kind of hard trying to do this one-handed.
yeah.
Hey there, buddy, watch it.
Must be on there.
There's a boat.
Okay, you guys want to tip right here, or you want to wait a little?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Shark. Here you go.
So guys, just hang out over here by the mangroves. I'll be right back.
And there was
Wait.
no shake left. It was like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I was like,
Did you guys bring the margarita mix?
oh, it may not go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I should have bought the full throttle espresso moonshot.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, full throttle.
Do you want to try it later?
Yes.
Two things that you will see out here though are something called mangrove crabs. They hang out on the they hang out on the branches of the mangrove tree. They are $50 size, black and white, pretty camouflage. They look like spiders. So the reason I tell you this is because I've literally had people flip their kayaks seeing them. We don't want that today. So one might try to hitch a ride on your kayak. They're not gonna pinch you. They're harmless, super cute. Give them a name. Let them hang out.
What are they called again?
They are called mangrove crabs. They're little $50 size
Mangrove
crabs.
crabs.
And I'll point it out when I see them. Also, when we are in these mangrove tunnels, we're gonna be kind of grabbing on the branches and Tarzaning it through there.
So going through the mangroves, we're supposed to grab the branches and kind of pull ourselves through.
This is quite new to me, and I hope you understand. You drag out the best in me. Next to you is Wonderland. But I've got baggage, stories, things that almost wrecked me, and I'm scared.
Oop, 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 oop. Duck. No goose, just duck. Can you grab it? Got it? You got it? Coming in hot. We got back engine's a little strong.
These trees can handle about 180 mile/hour wind. So what that means for the Keys is that we are surrounded by islands of mangrove trees that are even bigger than Key West. They're considered keys as well. So when we do get a storm, it's going to pass through a lot of those keys. It's going to keep lessening impact, and that wind is going to lessen every time it passes through these trees. So by the time it gets to Key West, it's going to be significantly weaker, and for that we're grateful. Also, the root systems here help keep coastal lines compact. I don't know if you guys were, I know it's kind of a low tide, but there's kind of a drop off at the roots there when we're going through those tunnels. Great example of how it does keep those shorelines together.
Your shadow stretching on the floor while the sun gets warm. I got a feeling that the glow deep inside my core needs to breathe to flow. We push it right on through. I know you need it too, because we have been working hard right from the very start. Who knew we'd get this far? But now it's time for us to stay out until it's late. We've come a long, long way, so we deserve it, mate. Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate. Call it a day.
We're at Hogfish Bar and Grill. They give you a lot of food. Fried fish and, well, mine was not fried, but yours was.
Yeah, and it was very good.
Mine was grilled. I'm trying to get out of this parking lot here. Sorry.
Yeah, I would, I'd say that was probably at least a 9.
Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate. Call it a day. Let's celebrate. Call it a day. We give it our best, but sometimes we need to stop to see what we have assessed. I'm grateful about everything, because we have been working hard right from the very start. How we get this far, but now it's time for us to stay out until it's late. We've come a long, long way, so we deserve it, mate. Call it a day and celebrate.